Hello and welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. These are daily messages that will reach you when they are meant to. They are actually timeless. When we are in a collective, we all share energy. As I have been saying, each of these readings, the Spirit Guide Daily is going on hiatus till about the middle of September or the beginning of October. The reason being our guides are trying to break up patterns, which unfortunately trauma survivors seek safety in patterns. And so whenever you just develop one that you want to rely on, they're very likely to pull it very gently out from underneath you so that you don't seek your safety in your routines, because it actually holds us back more than it helps us. Golden Wheel Tarot bringing us 3 predictive cards. We have the Messenger Oracle. It's named so very succinctly and directly, bringing you a predictive card. And then we have the Enchanted Map, also bringing you a predictive card. Please keep in mind, I don't read any Oracle cards in reverse. I've never found them to retain their meaning in reverse. I do, of course, read reversals on tarot. Here we go. Let's get going here. What do we have for the collective, please? What do we have for the collective today? What's the energy for the collective today? I'm actually really fond of this deck, and it's been out of my use for a little bit, so it's fun to kind of feel like nudged to get it today. I have the Page of Wands in reverse. It's interesting because that can be frustration or anger. It can be a trigger. It can also be like what you know not to do, like the relationships you know not to engage in, the steps you need to avoid. It's because the wands are about actions taken. They're the fire energy. In reverse like that, it's sometimes a misuse of things, or sometimes it's a kind of like lay down your sword, this is not your battle type of energy. Sometimes nothing doing is something doing type of energy. Comes out with the Knight of Cups in the upright. That is something new and often romantically pleasing. It's kind of that dream coming true energy. It can be a little up in the air and a little bit too idealized sometimes. And it's coming out with the 7 of Pentacles in the upright, which is the toil and labor card. It is actually the farmer's card as well. As you can see, this person has planted a crop. My favorites, the crows, are there with them. That's 3 crows, 3 being a very significant number in magic. Your emotional health is in a much, much better place. And this is also saying that you know how to care for yourself in a way that it's like, stay with your process. This is an investment of energy card. Every now and then someone will like deem it failure, and it has to be in reverse for me, and I just rarely see it that way. In this particular one, it's kind of like your crop is beginning to like shoot through the ground and bear some fruit, but give it this time it needs to ripen. And any methods that you have developed around caring for this, it's a tendency to be triggered, is what it looks like. I work with PTSD survivors and CPTSD survivors, trying to help them understand how to have the best response system, the responding, not reacting energy, that will carry them through their days and their relationships and their work and their life in a way that will keep them in the best emotional health. This is telling you, please remember to have a process around that. This is a trust the process energy. With be patient, this is a frustration energy. I want one more on that one. With time to ground. Yay! Oh, and then we have be honest after that. I'm going to just take the one time to ground. Whenever you are feeling triggered, it is a call to drink a nice big glass of water and eat something healthy. And then it's a very good idea to get, 5 to 15 minutes of light exercise in. And I do mean light. You can't jump around after eating. And why? Because you're trying to get back in balance. And then you need to ground. One of the ways to ground is exercise. It drops you back into your body. Be patient with your process. Be patient on, there's more coming to you in your personal life. Again, if that distresses you on any level, it's not your message yet. You still have a little to heal. And that's not that's not a judgment. It's just where you are on the road. Just keep going down the road. You'll get to where you need to be. But this is basically for the individuals in my collective who, you've done the work, but you know that it's I have a permanent injury in my emotional response system that can cause me to be triggered. Please remember, you did not do it to yourself. It's not a weakness, it's an injury. You just need to know how to essentially ice and elevate it in the correct manner. And one of the ways to do that is hydration and also nutrition combined with exercise. The best thing to do when you are triggered is to find a safe way into your body. I personally also do something called mind games that can be intellectually taxing at exactly the right level, because it helps you spill off fear and frustration in a very healthy manner. 3 fell out, we're going to take them. Here we go. Wishing well. Oh, that is a card of also a form of dissociation sometimes. Wide open and then follow the leader. Fresh air can be one of the other things, but that's not all this is saying. We have some dreams coming true. They may not be the things that you focused on, but they are some things that are related to that energy. If you've had hyper focus around something, remember it is not likely to have come to you because it didn't exist in a healthy energy. And now that you're in a healthier energy, all that you have hoped for will begin to come to you. It will not be without challenges because as much as we crave an easy life, that doesn't keep us healthy. We actually need some things that kind of make us flex and tend to ourselves in like the, if you've developed robust emotional health, you keep, it's like working out. You don't want it to atrophy, and so you will have challenges here and there, but the energy will clear so much more easily. And if you do not know that process yet, I will try to remember to link to the triggers podcast that I did that will give you a method for dealing with triggers. I like this energy very much. This wishing well, the wishing well in the guidebook says that the best prayer that we can offer is asking for all to be brought to us, but leaving it to the divine to decide what that is. And ultimately, that's always how it's going to work. We can try our butts off to get a very specific thing, but if it's not for us and we're trying to be connected on a spiritual journey, we have invited our guides and our guardians and our angels to block that if it's not in service of our highest good. Always ask, bring me what is in service of my highest good, and let them know I would like affluence, or I would like love, or I would like companionship, or I would like a better place to live. Bring me that which is meant for me that fits that description. And then follow the leader is, again, that is the energy of listening to yourself above others. It is not that you cannot seek the guidance of others. It's that you need to hold yours in equal balance with equal weight, knowing that your best guidance truly comes within. Never block out, even if it's criticism, sometimes we need to hear it. And most of what people say is about them, but every now and then there's a seed of truth. So always sift through what is told to you about how other people view you to try and find like the best answers. And I'll give you an example from my own life. Man, I do not have a great texting personality. I just don't. I don't like texting. I type almost 100 words a minute, and so like typing with my fingers is just drudgery. And I had to make the effort to make sure that I was not keeping it as short and sweet as humanly possible, because without hearing my tone of voice, it just sounded very cutting. And somebody gave me that feedback, and I was like, darn, you're right. And that's exactly what we're talking about, is look for what is told to you about how you're observed by others to see the validity of what might be said. Don't feel criticized and don't feel defensive. If it is just somebody trying to fling their stuff onto you, which can happen, let it go. But if it contains validity for your life and for your journey, focus on the ways in which you can continue to expand and to heal. Trust your process, your investments are coming back to you, and gain is in your future. That was Spirit Guide Daily for today. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. Don't forget to check out Logical Magic, Examining Esoterica, my podcast where we discuss all forms of healing and different spiritual journeys and different modalities. Take care. Be well.